The following is a special presentation of MRE UNO Division 2. You're watching the 2025 MRE UNO Division 2 Championship. Today, D1 promotion hangs in the balance in Losers Round 2. A game between two players who sent tournament winners home in their last match, and now they look to take that momentum and push forward. Red fell victim to Pikachu to set up his second chance bid here in the losers bracket, and it started with a close one. He sent Luke home 0-2, and now his next test had the same level of performance in their round 1 match, an opposition that sent a tournament winner home 0-2. Ridley sent J Money home last time out after being torched by My Hell in the winner's bracket. Now he looks to keep the roll going with the season on the line. It's another elimination match in the BKK today, as not many games remain in the D2 season, as Super League and D1 will soon begin. Who will get one step closer to D1 today? Whose season will be over when it's all said and done? One wrong move could seal their fate. Promotion is on the line. Losers Round 2 Match 2 is on deck this afternoon as Red faces Ridley. All the action is straight ahead, and it gets going up next. Welcome everyone back to the Losers Round 2 of the Division 2 Championship here in 2025. As coming up here today is the 4 seed Red, the only top 4 seed left in this losers bracket. The other two reside still in the winner's semifinals, and one has been sent home, as it'll be Red taking on the 8 seed Ridley, who just both came off wins over the respective tournament winners. For Red, it was sending Luke home in 7, and Ridley swept J Money. As you take a look at the losers bracket last night, Evan took out Joao in a rapid fire 6-game set, and now we will have Red and Ridley. The winner here will get the loser between Mark and Geo. They will be playing up next at 11 a.m. tomorrow. And then, of course, the loser between My Hell and Pikachu at 10:30 p.m. tomorrow will get Evan, as he was able to come out victorious in the battle of the LCQ winners against Joao and his run. And now another season will end this afternoon as we join you on the table. And sent this question off to Ridley. Thought to continue this next round here against Red. And Red, I'll go to you as well here. Similar outcomes for both of you. Ridley sending a tournament winner home more in a convincing fashion than you did against Luke. Yeah, that's fine. What do you take forward from that win over Luke to get the job done against Ridley here this afternoon? Get their answers here momentarily. Of course, Leah was supposed to join me in the booth this afternoon, but she's not feeling well. We wish her all the best. Tomorrow's game, we got a doubleheader on the winner semifinals side. 11 a.m. will be G and Seth taking Mark and Geo. Then me and Tapir will be on for My Hell Pikachu at 10:30. Sun will soon be setting in France here for red. Gone back to France from Ridley saying I feel kind of feel pretty bad, and it's Uno, so hoping for some good luck. Not many thoughts there from Ridley, looking to just try and keep it going. Obviously, had a pretty convincing sweep of J Money. Winning in just under 25 minutes. Had a long game 4, but the other 3 were under 6 minutes. And for red, obviously went 7 with Luke, and it was kind of a game of runs back and forth. But there was a little bit of draw city to it. Ultimately, red came up with the victory to send the February Flurry champ home, going 0-2, and of course that and J Money, both those tournament winners going home 0-2. The only tournament winner left, of course, is My Hill, who accounts for the other 2 tournament wins. Red saying definitely felt good after coming out of the victory against Luke. Once again, I appreciate every single moment I have over here in the D2 Championship. I'll continue to enjoy it here in the match and hopefully getting it as far as possible. But okay, I got you. All right then, Yoshi. Then with that, Yoshi's joining me last minute. Appreciate it. Thoughts on this game coming in?
Both players, like you said, beat a player who won a tournament previously. It's not easy, coming off of, a tournament win early and then holding up to that title. And unfortunately, both of those players weren't able to bring it home. But I mean, still a valiant effort from them. Going into the 2 players that end up coming out of those rounds, Red, not much to play for. I think he's just trying to get as far as he can. He knows he's going to be promoted, and um, losing to Pikachu in the fashion that he did, he didn't want to go out the tournament like that. So getting that revenge win on Luke is definitely pretty impressive. I'd say he's going to face someone who is pretty motivated to win, and the way that Ridley plays, we see their play style. It worked to perfection against J Money. Definitely more experimental with power plays, which I think can be very useful at times. And for Red, I think he has like a general play style that just works. And then, so we'll see how that plays into this. I'm sure both these players have seen each other before and may have some data. We'll see how that comes into play. But yeah, I'm curious to see how this match goes. Hopefully, I would ideally hope for not a 4-0. We've seen
We always hope
Ridley.
for that.
Yeah, we've seen Ridley lose 4-0 and then win 4-0. We'll see if that continues, if another 4-0 happens or not.
See, Ridley being a little Nostradamus there, predicting that. To see that, obviously they could have, if things had gone the right way, they could have met up in the winter semis. But of course, they were both swept out by Pikachu and Hell respectively. So now here they are in losers round 2. So see who comes out today. Scars are going to be a ref. He'll put in the cards, and red will
Oh
get the
my
first
God.
call.
Yep. Interesting comment from Scars there. As we wait for Reddit to get the call. Oh, okay, we going 10.
We're
Yep.
gonna go 10. Funny that Ridley used to have the 5 instead of the 10. That's a recent change.
Yeah, I mean, Ridley definitely would not go 5 cards typically.
No.
So, well, maybe. Well, hold on. We're seeing an early draw city, which might be.
Be for Ridley. Still going. Oh,
Okay,
Ridley had
maybe.
a double. Maybe trying not to leave it open.
Yeah.
Oh, but red draws
Oh,
now.
Yeah, gives them the opportunity to maybe go to draw city now if they
Maybe
want, or they go for the switch. They are gonna go for the switch.
across the green. Of course, talk about what both these guys have done. Um, they've had a 7 game series and they've had a sweep. Uh, Ridley 7 games against Taco, then um, swept by My Health, swept J Money, and then Red swept out by Pikachu, and then 7 games against Luke. We're well into the red now. A double play there with the +2.
Yeah, it almost feels like both these players have had pretty bad luck at some point in their journey, but they're gonna try and prove themselves to be in that top six because we're in the top eight right now overall. Both one player battling for to be in the top six. So we'll see. That would mark the top half as well. See who gets the win. But right now, Red is a 4 card advantage. Ridley looking to make that essentially go away because this typing is big.
Yeah.
Never mind. Well, it's a tie. We tie it up now. Oh. Okay.
Eye for an eye with the +2s.
Yeah, the ditto on
Not
the
sure
red
what that
4.
comment's about for Ridley, but see if we get any context to it as we go along.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Maybe just does not have a good hand.
Yeah.
We'll see. But Red continuing his run on Red as okay. Yeah. Ridley once again probably having that skip and didn't want to leave it open and now but doesn't really phase Red this time. Very interesting game. We don't know what both players need to finish. Red is looking good on Red, but that doesn't mean he needs Red to finish. So maybe keeping it Red is the move.
A lot of double plays for Ridley here.
Yeah, I feel like both players have done that with the Red going for +2s.
Both had their share. Been full jabs back and forth. It's a matter of gonna get that final run down to the finish, and it's not gonna be in red as they both start drawing here.
Yeah. Broad City. So getting our first one. I think we saw that quite a bit in Red's match against Luke. Now our first game leaves an interesting story here of how the rest of the series is going to go.
Back and forth drawing. Top deck 2 from red, and nothing can come of it for either. No 1, nothing for red. Does it set up a switch for Ridley? It does to yellow.
But yeah, I think that's the first time we were at yellow as well. Okay, but the +2.
Yeah, another +2 jab. That's like the third one we've seen double. They're making small moves. They're being conservative with the ammo. Just a question of are they using it all in these double plays, or is someone saving a big run? They just have to get there.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen a lot of Red getting +2s, which could be a sign that he's trying to do split ammo on them, not trying to stack them up. The yellow 4. I mean, not much to say. I think both players kind of like having kind of the hand you would expect, nothing too crazy. I mean, maybe both players are saving like a wild or +4.
Ooh,
Well,
there's a
speaking of
wild.
which, Red is going to
Spoke
use
that
a
into
wild.
existence.
Yeah. Blue now, let me see. Yeah, I haven't been on blue. I think since the beginning of the game. So I think both players gonna have it. Yeah, Ridley with the double. Oh my goodness, this is a wow. Both players really liking these double plays.
Both trade. They've been trading them back and forth.
Yeah, definitely like a tennis match where it's just like you're just going back and forth with
And
the
trading, yeah, you're rallying back and forth exactly. There, oh, that's a big check right there.
Yeah, this is Ridley's chance to get in the lead here, which could turn things around. I feel like
Take it ahead by one.
changing that the tides. Okay, but red gets back to blue.
Back to blue. But Ridley undercuts to
Wow.
yellow. But back to green. What is going on here?
See, that's an interesting play.
Was it just some
Maybe
straight
red.
fives he had to get rid of, possibly?
Yeah, red also because we know Ridley's looking for the screen. Oh, as I say that gets out of it. So I don't really know what's happening anymore. But maybe it's a battle of green and yellow. I feel like there's not much blue for them at this point. We'll see if anyone gets a run going here.
Blue
Oh
plus.
wow.
So one apiece now. Now red is cards away.
Wow, that's interesting. So red may be thinking that could have been something where red could have used that to finish the game and now doesn't have that, but well actually works out
As a
perfectly
red
because
seven.
Ridley just completely iced on red. I mean, what can you do if you're Ridley? You need hoping for this top deck to work out in your favor.
The first crash. I think you crashed just before we started too, so I think that's technically the second.
Is Ridley going to switch with the 7? I don't know. Oh, yeah, okay. So banking, hoping that it's not. Yeah, okay. Number of fish. It ends up being right.
Wow.
Yeah, that almost felt like a red to the finish there. I mean, his name is Red. What else do you expect? Now, what can Ridley do? Well, how far can he run on this yellow? Ooh, good +2. Because you never know with the top deck. If he gets a +4 top deck, the game ends. So just in case. And now we go back to green. Never mind. Undercut. And relatively fast pace. All right, let's see. Red does run out. Ridley with an opportunity.
That's the 7 late now. So you can Ridley make it up in blue. Down to 3. So is red.
Yeah, I mean, this almost gives vibes of like a triple play where you do like a reverse into like a different color and then finish the game with a number. I but no, it's actually going to be just clean number efficiency right
Oh,
now.
but a wild?
Oh,
What?
what a top deck. That could be bad for Ridley. So let's see. Does he have the cards to counter that?
You know what's crazy? Last night by this time mark we played 5 games.
No. Yeah, Ridley maybe once again frustrated there. Oh, well, well then, I guess just kind of, maybe thinking, do I risk the power play game 1?
I If it's a win, it's a win. There are people who've done it.
Yeah, Yepes
Lane.
being one of the. Oh yeah, Lane as well. Okay. See, now the thing is, I
Is it
don't
a
mind
double
it,
finish
right?
for
Because
red?
Yeah, it's probably a double, but okay. Yeah, so because if Ridley needed number efficiency to win that, then power play might have been. I would have more likely used power play, but if it was just two greens, I mean, you can just bank on it. But
Red, my question was gonna be that sequence up here with the fives. You switch out of green on the blue, and then you go back to the green. What was the strategy behind making that going that way with the fives, eventually circling around to green? Because that threw us all for a loop in here. Mm-hmm. You switched out of green and yeah.
oh yeah, uh, we'll probably. You get where it came from. Oh.
What? I'm lost.
1 sec. Um, yeah, no,
I'm
just
sorry, my
asking like
fault. I was. But yeah, like circling full circle back to green again. That was the basic question I had.
yeah, it definitely seemed like your hand was not like you were
What if
kind. It
you
was
were
kind
just
of
trying to
scattered
drop some
around.
strays? Oh, get rid of the blue. Yep, that's what I figured. Ultimately, got back to the blue and got rid of the last one. Yeah, yeah, I got it. All right. Um,
Hmm.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, no, I sensed that both players were at two. You drew on blue. Yeah, the wild definitely screwed Ridley over there. I think Ridley was potentially looking for number efficiency to finish the game, but the wild made it clear that you know what, I'm either gonna just lose this game or use power play to win game one. And to me, I think it, I think either option isn't bad. Um, it just depends. You just don't know what's coming after this game one, so you're left with uncertainty of did you make the right decision or not until you win or lose the next couple games. So
Yeah, but Red takes game one. It was yeah. If Ridley had a chance to power play win, but once wanted to save it for a little later down the line, which isn't a bad thing. I think there's an argument to be made for both sides of the equation here. But Red
yeah,
takes game one. It's a long game. It's a best of seven ultimately. So we'll see what goes down as we move forward. We're gonna see what Red wants. No 10 for this game too. Most scenarios power play to win. The only regular debate is game one. I'd rather be down 0-1 than tied on power plays than up 1-0 with no leverage. That's fair.
yeah. I think there's because depending on the game, there can be another opportunity where the power play is a good is the right time. You don't take the opportunity to use it here, but that doesn't mean that you won't get that opportunity again. Oh, okay, but we're gonna go with a 14. I know Cyan picked Vax card start a lot in this championship, at least for the first two games. So
The first one was even lower than a gamble for Red. And a first turn switch to yellow off the two.
yeah, gambling with that color
Yeah,
switch there.
yeah, but like we've seen it a lot, Yoshi, and I think I've seen it in both divisions a lot, where we see like trying to make a statement early, trying to take some momentum. Switch the color first turn if you can. I've seen that a whole lot this year, like way more than I did last year for sure.
Yeah, I think that's crazy. Uh, we don't know what red's hand is, so it does we don't know if that's guaranteed a loss. So, but let me see. Uh, when you go for those early color switches, it the thing about the when more people do it, it becomes less predictable of what that actually means. Like, does that mean that you want the color that you want? Do you have you rent? Do you Are you like low on the other color, or are you just kind of doing it for no reason? Like,
Yeah. And we're gonna cross the red.
yeah, I mean, I guess Ridley kind of proving his point that this hand is not good because he did draw on yellow already, but it gets out of it. So, hoping for something where he can catch up now, 3 cards behind.
Yeah. Atlanta Falcons aren't that powerful, unfortunately. Cause of victory. Double play from Ridley. Red gonna go with the
Yep.
3. So
Yeah,
table.
these double plays are just becoming like just the classic thing you do at this point for these players.
Yeah. Ravens did that.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's just how it is, you know. Uh, as we talk about a different game while playing a different game, we are gonna see what Ridley's next play is. With 9 to 11 cards. Okay, it's the red 8. Goes to the top. Yeah. Uh, I mean, I guess for Ridley, if for their hand to be pretty rough, they're gonna hope for maybe number efficiency to be their biggest key. And we see people like KT very strong on hands like these. And he doesn't need much to get a win. Ridley kind of feeling like it's already over. But if you believe in the hand, feel like it's possible that you can make something happen.
Oh, might be headed for draw city, but red gonna go green. Beyond that, crossing on the 6
Yeah,
brings
runs.
it down to 6, has a 4-card advantage.
The unfortunate thing we're seeing here is Ridley running out of red, and when red gets the color switch, they don't really have an opportunity to do an ISO play because they don't have red either, and red likely ran out of red at that point. So he's just got to hope that red doesn't finish on green because otherwise it's not much you can do. Yeah, and there it is. It's just
Wow.
kind of what I expected there.
Not that great a hand, red says.
I mean, there weren't any wilds or +4s. I get where he's coming from, but yeah, I mean, Ridley just not having any color switch opportunities, my guess. Because I feel like there were times where you should have just went for a color switch because, yeah, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I guess it just what we're seeing is both yeah, I mean, just slightly more connections for red. I mean, that's literally the difference maker. And I think Ridley not willing to switch the color as much as he could have. I feel like
I mean it. Yeah, I mean it's not even like that great a hand, but all those number connections. Look at all that. Like bounce between green and
Mm,
yellow pretty easily. Quite plan
I
A.
see.
So, all right then. Ridley's gonna go with a sender for game number 3, trying to get on the board.
Yeah, I
Start
mean,
with a
going
red
up 2-0
6.
on your home stand does not mean that you are out of it if you're Ridley, because now you're on your own home stand. That could easily turn things around. Oh, oh no. Why both players just kind of willing to say if their hand is good or not at this point. The fact that Ridley hasn't said anything makes me think that they have something good.
Yeah.
As we go on, as we run down the greens, Fred goes for the switch.
Cross to blue. See where the first shot comes up.
Yeah, not much to say because you see these number plays like kind of you can tell that they're just kind of testing the waters. With the +2, the double play once again, this time setting Red back up a little bit, which we've mostly seen Ridley at the back end. I know Ridley, I think Ridley does better. Oh, hold up. Okay, here we go. But the +2 gonna stop a potential big run. I wouldn't be surprised if Ridley was brewing a big run there. Might have to adjust now.
Double from red, +2 off the wild play. Makes it even again. Double play,
My
though, getting
goodness,
Ridley
these
to
double
cancel it out.
plays.
Just back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, Ridley's longest card chain is 2. I mean, the amount of, but we need to know how many times he's done that card chain. Feels like almost 10 at this point.
Yellow now. Look at the stats. I mean, that finish from red, longest one so far. Doubles from Ridley, nothing more than that. Like he might be a little snake bit, and we'll see how that plays out. But the ammo's been pretty even,
Ooh,
despite it being 2-0.
we got the 1, 2, 4, 3, 5 on yellow.
It's a large straight. It's out of order.
Yeah, and Ridley wanting that red early. I'm not sure if where they're going to be at on yellow. Maybe they have an action card and trying to maybe find a way to switch out of yellow at some point. That's what I'm thinking here. Because you make a wilder play early, and that gives some starts to give some hints on what you're looking for. Okay, so are we looking for a no? We're actually just gonna use the power play. Huh. See, now you use it. Okay, I mean, we'll see. Let me see this hand. Oh, okay. Yeah. Red, red, red just calling it that. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, hold up.
Ridley looking to
Hold on.
jam.
You're going a little bit too far there, man. Oh my God.
Or
Yeah.
hey, a win's a win, right? And we talk about it sometimes about it being a need for a momentum shift. This might be what Ridley's trying to do here. Another one. There you
Wow.
go.
Yeah. Two. I see. I see what he's saying.
Yeah,
Um,
that's
because yeah, Ridley had all colors left. That definitely isn't the greatest. To be honest, I think you maybe could have been. I don't know. at the end of the day, you get the win. We'll see how the rest of this goes. Wait, what? Your hands before the power play, but a wild spawned into existence.
I don't know.
uh, from the +2, but I don't remember you using a wild. Was it? Wait. Was your starting hand the first thing you posted? Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. I think the first thing you posted was your starting hand. I guess you don't know what you got off the +10. Oh my god.
And now we're going to the other end of it. I don't even. I have
Yeah, it's hard
nothing.
to ask questions, you know.
I got nothing. I'm.
Honestly, if Ridley, I don't mind this play because Ridley has like hasn't been super lucky on the cards. Maybe a low card start can shift that. I don't know. You're taking a gamble here. You don't have power play. You got to start taking risks, and if this doesn't pay off, then it's gonna look pretty bad. But
I think it
it's
comes
worth
down
a
to
try.
momentum. What momentum? Because you have not had much to work with in the first two games.
Unfortunately, Ridley starting off pretty rough. Gets a switch. We'll see if that helps red or not. Could right here because of the red 7. Let's see how quickly this game can end, assuming red has a potential finisher. But no, Ridley going to stop that with the +2. And actually going to force the draw on red. That's big. Because, oh, well, hold on. The top deck red 2 could be in. Oh, we're talking about, yeah, Discord crash. Okay. All right, draw city. What you'd expect in a 5-card start. Where will these players go? We're going to switch back to blue.
Cross to blue now. Full circle here. Colors.
Hey, really did get some blues off that. I don't know how much this is going to help red, though. A Discord. Yeah, I mean, at least it's not affecting the bot. That's all that really matters. As the blue 7. Oh, we're switching in the green. This is
Better
where the
you
risk
than the
comes in.
bot, right?
Yeah. Ditto play. Both at 3. Oh, boy. Red with the advantage, though. This could be. Oh, man. That's going to be a win for red, I think. Oh, my God.
Wow. Yeah.
That-
What
Okay.
can you say about 5 cards? What can you say?
I mean, look, I guess Ridley kind of feeling defeated at this point. Like maybe I'm not sure because you used power play and now you're down 3-1. Man, I definitely a weird.
Interesting mindset Ridley's got going. Not sure what the because it just seemed to me like he was kind of felt kind of out of it from the start.
Yeah, maybe it was because they felt like maybe not using power play game 1 was a mistake, and now it's just destiny for them to lose.
Well, no, I mean
Uh,
he took that on. Okay, he ain't dead yet. See how it goes. Brad is gonna go back to you. No 5.
I mean, yeah. I mean, at that point, 3-2 isn't even that strong of a lead because you're only one game behind. So a true lead is 3-1, which I guess by that logic is the most dangerous lead. Yeah, we've seen a lot of 3-1 comebacks. This is going to be one of the toughest ones though because you don't have power play and your opponent does. We're going for the science start as for 12.
With
My
the Saiyan Titan patented risk start. Go with a first turn switch again from red to yellow.
Yeah, but okay. Well, now we're seeing different, even more
Hey,
switches than expected.
a right side up stoplight.
Oh,
Red has nothing in green.
wow! What a read! No way. That's all colors right there.
We go to blue and red has it.
Yeah, it essentially is a rainbow because despite the draw, I I really am now. I think Ridley is now just kind of switching at any possible moment. Uh, Almost a Tago strat. I feel like they're not playing their normal style where they're trying to like learn the opponent and adapt, and it's not a recipe for success so far. But I'm curious as to if maybe them switching the colors more often will help. But red gonna join in. The blue 0 now. 5 card lead for Ridley.
And
But does
0 sugar
get
switch to red. Full circle.
yeah,
Still
that's
behind though.
this is very interesting right now. Ridley kind of not trying to give much away of what they have left. And it seems to be working as they are down to 4, leaving red just hoping maybe he has a big finish. I mean, with power play, you could win on 9 cards.
It's really possible from anywhere.
Yeah, I kind of
Ridley's not
yeah,
even the
we
VC.
did
He knows what's up.
yeah for sure. We'll see. What does red do here? Oh my god.
Uh-uh.
The manifestation?
Everyone's manifesting it.
Hey, yeah, call him out. He's not gonna power play.
Damn.
You won't. I'm calling you out. Oh my god. Well, how I
Gonna make sure he gets it right. There's 4 of them.
here we go. 4 cards down to 5. Whoa, my. Wait.
Oh,
Oh,
oh, he had it.
yeah, he got the Uno call. Got
Yeah,
the Uno call.
I saw the message pop. Yep,
The exclamation point.
that is now. Yeah, that's he takes the lead on that. He takes the lead in plus fours.
Oh, wow. That definitely. What do you even say? Like I said, I don't know where Ridley's head was at a lot of this series. I mean, maybe they were just happy they got promoted and didn't really care. Well, but then the last match they were trying to. He was wanting to beat My Hill again. I'm not sure what to think.
Yeah, I don't even know. I don't really have much. These games have kind of left me speechless this round. Honest to God.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully that's a sign that we're gonna get good, more exciting matches later down the line. But yeah, I mean, I think Red was just able to take advantage of Ridley's small mistakes. I mean, nothing major mistakes, but
Nothing major.
it's
Yeah.
just like made little decisions that ended up costing him. Obviously, with the, I think if he used his power play game one, I would anticipate that this could have been a different series. At least make it closer than it ended up being. 5 cards starting game four. That I don't know why that happened. And then
That was where we
you know.
kind of questioned the mindset. You know, is like, well, you went
Mhm.
five. Yeah, he said for shits and giggles. So I don't know if he was really like, you know, where the head was. That's gonna be a question you ask, but we'll see. Red, it'll either be you can't see it on the graphic, but it'll be either Mark or Geo, and we will have the winner semis coming up tomorrow to determine
Ooh.
those losers quarters, and of course it'll set up the winners final, which will be a best of 9 series.
Yeah, I will say, Red if Red and Mark play, that'll be interesting because that would be a rematch from last tournament, I think, or in T4. Red Geo never happened, at least in MRE. So either way, should be good. Um, but yeah, I mean, Ridley, he got the promotion. I think I'm pretty sure it's locked.
Pretty
Um,
close to it, yeah, I think.
well, yeah, either way, like Ridley can go away happy beating, strong players like J Money and Taco. Um, so
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, Ridley understand that. Was playing like I didn't want to win. You definitely seen
yeah,
that, right?
exactly. No, that's that. Yeah, now Ridley summarized that well. That's essentially what I took away from this. You know, I know like sometimes a bad decision can be frustrating, and you feel like that's going to cost you everything. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's just about not giving up. I think, not to say that I think. Well, I think Ridley. I'm not sure how much Ridley could have done after the fact of
Yeah,
the
there were some
mistakes they
things that
made,
were
but
definitely out of his control.
yeah, no, that's what I mean. So it's not all entirely Ridley's fault, but we'll have to put that. If they make it into D1, they'll have to make sure that you know, they learn from this. Really, and yeah, Red as the 4 seed moves on, looking to. Yeah, I mean, he either plays Mark, which would actually be Mark's homestand, or Geo. I think the low Geo is the low. Nope, never mind. Evan is still there. So we got a mix of seeds still in the bracket,
Yeah.
which is very interesting.
Yeah, so
Curious to see how the
we're
winner
gonna be
semis go.
down. Yeah, we're gonna be down to our final four by the end of tomorrow, basically. Um, but yeah, you have top seed My Hell going against the 5 seed Pikachu, and then you have the 3 seed Mark taking on the 10 seed. So those are the winner semis. Mark Geo will be up first at 11 tomorrow, 11 a.m. and 10:30 p.m. My Hell Pikachu. Losers will face these guys in that losers bracket, those top slots on the quarterfinals will be filled with the losers of those games, and then of course the winners will go to the winners final, and and they'll have a little bit of a wait to see who makes it out of the losers bracket, because again, you can't see that in this graphic, but the winners of losers quarters will go to the losers semis, which is just a one game, and then the loser of the winners final will play the winner of that losers semi match. Will be those two on the right. So, and then they'll go to grand finals, and obviously whoever is already sitting in the grand finals will have to be beaten twice, and we see that kind of history repeat itself. We saw that with Steven defeating Background in 2 consecutive best of 9 series to be the D champion. Getting that pass to Super League at the time won't be for Super League this year, but will be for a champion. So that is going to do it for us this afternoon. Appreciate everyone joining us, whether it was in Discord VC or watching the stream on YouTube. Thanks to everyone involved, Scars for reffing, Yoshi for stepping in last minute in the booth. Appreciate that as always. And thanks to Red and Ridley for coming out and playing this one. But it's going to be Red moving on 4-1 and he will await a loser from tomorrow morning's match between Mark and Gio, and then Evan waiting the loser between the After Dark game. Until tomorrow, thank you so much for joining us. On behalf of everyone in MRE UNO, I am not short. Bidding you a great rest of your afternoon. You've been watching the 2025 MRE UNO Division II Championship.